Warning, this show contains strong language and topics that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello wrestling fans and welcome to Suplah City, because Liam wants that to be a thing now.
I don't get why you think it's awkward. It makes total sense.
Wait for me to say who you are, even though everyone knows. I am Andy Quarden, and with me as always, you know what? You edited this last week. I pointed in the right direction, and you like, I bet I'm upside down right now, you fucking asshole. And with me as always, wherever the fuck he is Liam Dunn.
Howdy. Welcome to another episode, and we are going to be talking about Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle, the genetically stacked. No, that's Matt Morgan.
That's the wrong one. Kurt Angle apparently has announced that he is not re-signing with Impact Wrestling / TNA / The Sinking Ship. So, it has sparked rumours that he's going to be going to the old WWE.
Well, this is what he's actually said. He was interviewed by Mark Madden. Remember him from WCW? Well, he has a radio show in Pittsburgh where Kurt Angle was born. So he announced that he wouldn't be re-signing with TNA when his contract expires at the end of the year, and said that he would take a break from the business after his deal expires. Angle's TNA contract was up last year, and he publicly stated that he was open for a WWE return, but he decided then to re-sign with TNA last December, as he noted that Triple H cancelled a meeting with him last April. And the reason was that they decided that they had enough talent and that Dixie Carter took care of Kurt. Angle did say that he was open to a final match with WWE, but he plans to take the next year off before deciding what he wants to do next. But he complimented TNA for always treating him fairly, and he said that he doesn't know what's happening with Destination America, but he hopes something is worked out for the sake of all the talent. And he also said that he plans to be at TNA Bound for Glory in October, if the company's still alive.
Yes. So let's just sort of discuss this, not from a sort of TNA's going to die sort of perspective, but the idea of Kurt Angle and WWE. And I think if somebody had asked me about Kurt Angle potentially returning to the WWE, if they had told me that, about 4 years ago, I would have said, not in a chance in hell, right, at all, because that's just not the way WWE is. They don't want Kurt Angle, it's quite obvious, but then people like The Rock started showing up, and Brock Lesnar, and The Undertaker, and a lot of these part-timers, even Rob Van Dam, started to show up, and were just on these part-time contracts. They would work a certain amount of dates a year, and to me, since that's happened, the idea that Kurt is now leaving TNA. We'll get into another reason why he could be leaving TNA, for the fact that it's just not a great product. We'll talk about that at some point in a little bit. But the other thing is that I genuinely think this could be a way for Kurt to potentially go back. Maybe not immediately, but definitely within a year or two, I'd say. It seems WWE's new practice is to get bigger stars to come back on these part-time contracts in some way. So to me, it doesn't really surprise me. He's always said he wanted to end up back in WWE, and frankly, I've always been surprised that he went to TNA, considering that WWE only let him go just to get over his drug addiction. And they said once you got over that, you can come back. But LOL, nope, TNA, bye.
Yeah, that's always the thing. What? Why do I keep hitting my mic? That's always been the thing that's been, like, really weird about the TNA thing. It's like, you had a problem, and then you decided not to handle your problem and go to TNA. But, like, the impact, no pun intended, that Kurt had when he first started was monumental. Like, originally Christian Cage had made the jump, the Dudleys had made the jump. Who else made the jump at that point?
Yeah, but the thing is that no one on Angle's level, because the thing is, you could also say Kevin Nash had shown up, and he was a former WWE champion, and yeah, he was a former WWE champion,
yeah,
but he was a former WWE champion in the 90s.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle was still a main eventer. He was in his prime. I still remember, this is a weird fact that I remember from this, it's really weird. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 had come out. Kurt Angle was the highest rated fighter in the game. And he wasn't even in it. He was in TNA when the game came out.
You know, Kurt Angle's been in TNA more than his original WWE run.
Weirdly enough, that is in fact completely 100% true.
Which is, I mean, the thing is, when Kurt originally joined, I remember it was huge. It was big news, and it literally got me interested in TNA because I kind of vaguely knew what they were. Because obviously their presence over here wasn't that great at the time.
It wasn't as big what it is now. I think when that happened, they were on the wrestling channel or the Fight Network or whatever it was.
Yeah, fuck. But the thing is, as well, is that I think it all kind of went wrong very quickly. I think the point when he had all the fucking belts in the company was the bit where it went horribly wrong. Right?
I forgot that even happened.
And then wiped out Samoa Joe in the process.
I can't believe Kurt Angle won the tag team titles by himself in a singles match.
Well,
it was
actually,
a singles match,
technically,
wasn't it?
no, wait. From what I remember,
Right,
Joe was tag team champion with both belts. No, wait. Was Joe... Oh, Russo, you asshole! It hurts my head!
What happened?
Right.
No, Joe and Kurt Angle were a tag team, and they did win the belts. And then I think they fought each other, and the winner would get both titles. And then one of them was like I think Samoa Joe was the X Division champion, and Kurt was the world champion. Or maybe it was even more convoluted in the fact that Joe was like the X Division, Angle was the heavyweight, and they were both the tag champs. And they were like, "Fuck it, let's do let's do title for title on like times a billion to the point where it doesn't even fucking make sense." Because I don't understand how you can have a tag team championship defended by two people who aren't in a tag team.
Here's the best part about this. This is when TNA was at its peak. It was still shit then. Right? Fuck.
Oh my
Jesus.
God. I mean, we give it rag now for being as bad as it is, but I actually forgot they did that.
It's never been good. This
where
is the
Angle
weird thing.
won all
Like
the belts.
people remember.
That sounds like something someone from fucking EWR would do.
I just love playing EWR, and I want my person to win my belt. But wait, let's give them all the belts. No, that's not
You know what the people want to see?
Fuck.
Kurt Angle with every title in the company. No.
Weirdly enough.
Just no. I can't even describe where you're going wrong there, because it's on so many levels, to the point where a fucking retard would look at that story and go, what the fuck?
I feel like TNA has never been good. The only reason why people think TNA is good is that
I tell you why people think TNA is good, because Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and Christopher Daniels had two matches in 2006.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Unbreakable does not make it good.
Two matches that happened 9 years ago does not still qualify for the company to still be good. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They've never been good. There's never been a point where... I mean, the thing is as well, this probably says something about TNA. If the guy who you literally, besides from Hulk Hogan, have focused your company around for best part of 10 years, is leaving the company, you're fucked.
But at the same time, the other thing is though, is that the same time, I remember when it came out, I think it was in 2010, and TNA started to really struggle financially. They had done the new Monday Night Wars that lasted like 3 weeks, and they got their asses handed to them. You know, they had people like Sting, Hulk Hogan, Kurt Angle, Kevin Nash. They had a lot of these characters under their payroll, and they were getting treated fine. But then you had the lower level guys who were they had to be on, I think, was it the Young Bucks or somebody had to be on fucking food stamps.
Jesse Neal, I thought it was, wasn't it?
I don't know, but someone had to be on food stamps, and it's just
Gunner or someone, I don't know. Somebody.
But it's just like, how can that be fair? Do you know what I mean? Like, you have someone of Kurt Angle's, Kurt Angle to me is still like that last piece of the puzzle of where TNA was going completely wrong financially. Because as great as he is, or was, but the thing is, he was, Kurt Angle being the name that he is, he was just taking all the resources. TNA should have just refocused themselves That's what I would say. If they should see this as an opportunity to refocus themselves.
I mean, it's not just that. I feel like when they brought Kurt in, I feel like creatively and their booking, they fucked themselves over. They had Samoa Joe, a guy who, quite frankly, they stole from Ring of Honor, but then they built up this guy to be an unstoppable fucking wrecking machine. And then just to have Kurt Angle come in and fucking
destroy him, basically.
Headbutt him, but like the initial headbutt, in hindsight, I know Joe gets up, he's got like blood going down his face, he's like, but at that point, he's done, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's just sad, really, more than anything else, and the only plus side is that I don't like part-timers coming in and winning belts. That's just fucking stupid. If Sting wins at Night of Champions, I give up with life. But I like the idea of part-timers to put people over. Like, the Dudleys coming in, for instance, is great because they can put over the New Day and new tag teams. They could put over Enzo and Cass when they get called up. They could put over the Vaughn villains. They could put over a bunch of tag teams because they fucking need it. And Edge and Christian's Stone Cold podcast, they had a good point where the kind of psychology in tag teaming is kind of dead. The Dudleys can bring that back, and you know, it's always good. With Kurt, I think a lot of people would love to see a match maybe with Kurt and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Maybe like Kurt Angle and.
Sorry, I want to get one point across because we're running out of time really quickly as well. I'm very surprised that Angle stuck around for as long as he did, considering Jeff Jarrett was there and basically stole his wife.
Yeah,
right?
That's true as well.
I'm surprised he stuck around for that. He was working with
my
the guy.
My wife.
But the thing is, no, right? Seriously, he was working with the guy who basically his wife left him for. That's just messed up, right? In any sense of the world, that's just weird. Imagine, right? You have a girlfriend that you love.
I can't imagine this. This is weird.
Good point. But that's the last I'm going to say about it because it just doesn't make sense. I'm surprised he's leaving now. If I was him, I would have left years ago.
Oh yeah, that's.
But we need to start wrapping this up. Sorry, yeah. I just realised we're starting to hit the end of the time limit.
Fuck you, YouTube. So yeah, what are your thoughts on this? Please leave comments down below. Tweet at us. Do things. I have been Andy Kwan.
And I am, of course, Liam Dunn. And you can check us all out on suplah.com. Like, comment, subscribe, do the usual YouTube whoring out stuff.
Oh, God, I just realised something.
Hurry!
We're never going to hear Kurt Angle's theme again. Right, bye.
Brilliant. Thanks for that.